Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Checking in on SPY, so we had a dip buy today. Pretty much a daily inside bar. We did fail at that all-time high by 8 pennies, so there was a double top for the bears to be playing off of. And we had a scenario where we set the low of the day, double topped at the all-time high, dropped, broke the low of the day, but held our hourly support. Well, we actually broke it by 7 pennies, but essentially bouncing off support that was established yesterday. And that's now becoming our key short-term level, a bit of a fake out. If I'm looking bearish and I'm looking for the loss of the hourly uptrend, that's when I'm looking for daily consolidation. But the bulls very quickly saved it and saw a really strong end of the day move. Complete 180 turnaround, gaining it all back very quickly. And now we're heading into tomorrow still watching for an all-time high test. Daily inside bars to be watching if they break bearish. We're looking down at 295.48, our daily high or low, but bulls have the momentum in their favor, and that's the highest close we've ever seen in the S&P 500. IWM still pulling back, so there's still notable weakness in the biotech sector. Healthcare sector hasn't been extremely strong. It's been holding on just fine, but IWM is being held back a bit. That's part of the reason why. But you can see, again, just this range that we've been watching on the daily time frame, and we've been trading within this range now. This is day number 7. We're close to a bear break. If we do get that bear break, we're going to zoom out to the weekly chart, and it'll be weekly consolidation that we're keeping an eye on, and that is different from the S&P 500, obviously, at all-time highs. So IWM is the weakest. QQQ, certainly most similar to SPY, and we did hit an all-time high today. Slight higher highs, the hourly uptrend on QQQ. Same thing in the sense that we lost the low of the day, and we bounced fairly a little bit below that low of yesterday, or not the low of yesterday, an hourly higher low that formed yesterday. But we did close with a little bit of weakness, and you can see the bounce in the S&P 500 were certainly stronger than the bounce in QQQ at the end of the day. So where did that come from? We had strength in the financial sector closing up at the high. It's a daily inside bar as well. It's going to be very notable. Again, the fact that we are heading into earnings season, and the financial sector does report first, keeping that in mind, but it is notable that we're seeing this strength. The reason the S&P 500 is at all-time highs is we're pricing in the potential of this rate cut. That was the big reaction to Powell, but the financial sector, daily inside bar, highest close that we've seen aside from one day here, and if we can get this bull break of 28.27, it will be notable to me, and like I said, that is part of the reason for the strength at the end of the day that we saw, and we were just in a solid uptrend pretty much all morning after the first hour of trading. XLV, gap up open, but profit taking, so we're staying in a tightening day range here, and these are the most important levels for me. The high of 94.42, which we rejected from today, and now support at 92.70, which we bounced just above. So we pretty much tackled the whole 5-day range in one day today, and we ended up right in the middle of it. So patiently watching to see which direction this breaks. We're either going to lose the daily uptrend or we're going to continue to higher highs, and that will be notable as well. Most I care about for sectors, healthcare, financial, tech sector, for their weight on the S&P 500. So here's the biotech sector. That was not among the top 3 of names I care the most about. But again, the trading opportunity is there, so I definitely keep tabs on what's going on. We bounced and formed just a daily lower high at 88.07, dropped down, held our low of support. So 85, 84.97, and now 85.11. So held that support level. How beat up were we? The hourly RSI was just hitting oversold. 15-minute RSI was oversold. 5-minute RSI was pretty beat up. So oversold bounce right off support. That's the best kind of bottom fishing play that you can have. And the bulls held it. The VIX is still pulling back, tightening range. So trying to hold 12 and trying to break 1470 to give us a daily trend change, but waiting for some clarity as, let's see what this bounce looked like. Hourly bounce, haven't changed the trend yet. We need a little more clear higher low and higher high, in my opinion. You could argue that that trend already changed, but we'll see how the daily range breaks. Essentially what it boils down to on everybody that we just looked at is, for most names, aside from QQQ and SPY, we have day ranges, 3-5 day ranges that we've been trading within, and we're either going to lose the daily uptrend or break to continuation and try and keep this rally for the S&P 500 going. Gold pulling back. Not ready to call this our daily low or high yet. I'm looking at our low or a higher low, and every single candlestick on the daily since then has been a higher low. So we got our low, double top, higher low, and I'm not ready to call that our lower high at 1427 unless we break 1400. That's the low of the candlestick that just closed. And if 1400 breaks, then our lower high is set, and we're looking back down at 1385 support. Things are getting tight. Next week's going to be key for gold. Oil on the daily chart, getting a little toppy with the upper wick. I'm most concerned with the 4-hour uptrend. Hasn't been lost. That's healthy consolidation. We were very overextended. It's a potential 4-hour bull flag. We have to lose the 4-hour uptrend to be looking for daily consolidation. And heading into tomorrow, I'm going to be looking for a 4-hour higher low to form. And last, natural gas, pulling back, a little bit of a double top at 250 and 2497. The most important level is 2449. If we lose 2449, which is our daily higher low, we zoom out to the weekly and we say, all right, our weekly lower high was set, and we're now looking to consolidate and try and form a higher low compared to 2156. So that's where we stand. Congrats bulls, they're keeping full control at this point. We'll see if a new all-time high is coming before the end of the week. But even if SPY breaks to a higher high, if XLV and XLF are unable to break resistances and break their supports, that's going to be notable for me, and it's going to mean far less for SPY bulls. I'm going to be less trusting of the SPY bulls than if XLV and XLF both break to daily higher highs. That's a much more convincing move. Thanks again. Do good things. See you tomorrow. So this morning's task is to evict a nest of yellow jackets in the lawn here that's in the way of our raised beds. This is our tool for turning up the top of the soil and the grass, and it's different than your standard hoe, which is just flat. This has a bit of an undercut, and that makes all the difference in the world in terms of digging in and getting that grip and allowing you to just peel back that layer of soil. So we'll see how it goes here. I just hit the part that has all the eggs in it. So hopefully that's enough motivation. I assume that's the queen there, the biggest one obviously. You can see the paper nest that you usually see above ground in a lot of places. But I figure this way is better than just spraying it with a bunch of Raid. Number one, to not put Raid in the soil that we're about to grow in, and number two, to give them a chance to go elsewhere.